my loves, it's your girl Corey Love here, back with another Carefree Cinema Conversation. And if you're joining me again, welcome back. And if this is your first time, welcome. My platform is a positive space for all things Black independent films, anything dealing with the industry, whether it's movie reviews, movie premieres, sharing trailers, casting calls, anything related to the film industry. So tonight, and of course, Carefree Cinema Conversations. Tonight, I'm going to be speaking with two amazing individuals. They're not actual actors and actresses, but they do have something that you want to be a part of. So help me welcome Chris and Mckenzy Bauer of TividTV Studios. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
Welcome. Thank you so much for being a part of the Corey Love Show.
Thank you for having us.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm Mckenzy Bowers. I'm the CMO, so the Chief Marketing Officer of TividTV and TIVID Technologies.
And I'm Chris, and I work for her.
We're the co-founders and founders of TividTV.
Okay, so he said you work for. Why do men always say that? Like we are kind of the leads, but we gonna you work for her. So now let's talk about everything with the studio. So first of all, how did you guys get into this business?
Well, I've been in the film industry for almost 20 years now, so I kind of been in the business. The studio came about because I needed somewhere to film. I make movies, and you know, I got tired of looking for places, so I created it. You know, we don't wait around for opportunity. We make our own opportunity. So that's how the studio came about. You know, we really got it for like the office space, but then I was like, let me go ahead and build some sets. Just so happens the sets that we built is like one of a kind. You know, to Florida, yeah.
So we made the studio, and then we're like, okay, let's go ahead and just incorporate everything with it. So we built the website, booking system, and we had our first booking actually during our grand opening. So it's been up since then.
Oh wow. And so you created your own studio, and you said there's some that are one of a kind to Orlando. So are you all the only studio in Orlando?
So now we've got it's a few other production studios out here. Most of these production studios are kind of all the same. They got the psych wall, the green wall. We don't have any of that. So anything you can find anywhere else, we don't have it.
Nice.
We tell people they can go to them. But yeah, we have the only private jet set, not only in Orlando, but the whole state of Florida. We've got like some selfie world type places that might have like a wall that looks like a jet, but we have an entire cabin. So that's the only one in the state of Florida. And also our casino. We've got a casino set. That's the only one in the state of Florida, which is we have a full regulation craps table, and we have slot machines, and as well as our bodega too. We got a bodega set, and as far as I know, that's the only one in Florida.
We really like to pay attention to detail, and so once you come in there, you can really see the devil's in the detail. Like we do everything to a T. And the Flight 407, which is the private jet, that's the one that actually landed us in our first article on Black Enterprise magazine.
I like that flight number.
Yeah, Flight 407. So wherever we go, it'll be whatever that zip code is or that area code.
So if you don't know, Flight 407, 47 stands for Orlando. And of course, TividTV Studios is located in Orlando, Florida. So they take bookings from anywhere. You don't have to be in Florida. You can fly in and have your special studios. I mean, I haven't heard of any bodegas, a casino, and an actual Flight 407.
Yeah. We get a lot of people from out of town. We get a lot of people from California, Atlanta, Georgia, Texas. Yeah, we get
Carolinas.
Yeah, we get people from everywhere. Because I mean, it's the vacation capital of the world. So when people are here, they go and get some work done at TividTV.
Right. So now with that being said, that you have these studios, do you all offer creative direction, or do they come in and have to have their own things going?
So most of the time they come in with their own videographers or, everything they need to have the production done. If they need some type of direction, I do this. So, I offer, whatever I can to people, free of charge, just because I love what I do,
Right.
but most of the time they come in with their, like I said, their videographer or actors or whatever it is.
We have, we're partnered right now with one of the schools. And so we get a lot of the students that after they graduate, they'll come back. And so they are already in a comfortable enough state where they'll just sit there and they'll ask questions, and he'll just sit there and he's super patient with them. So that was his call.
That's very good. So students from schools can come and like intern at the location?
Yeah, definitely. We've got a couple schools, Full Sail University, which we're connected with, and we have there's another school out here called the First Institute. A lot of their students come and intern. A lot of the some of the projects that I'm hired to do, because I am a producer. I'll call for some of their interns, some of their students to work on some of my projects with me.
Oh, that's really good. Make sure we got to keep the youth involved, because they're our future for sure. So now you have people that come from everywhere, all over. I think we're all famous, because I feel like I'm famous, but have you had any like real famous people in the studio?
Yeah, we've had a few. We've got Florida, it's kind of like everybody's popping out here. So we've had some local celebrities coming there. We have a lot of what do you call them? The content, a lot of content creators.
Okay.
A lot of those TikTok famous people.
Okay.
The recent celebrity, I guess you would say, is we had last week we had Bubba Sparks in the studio, and he shot a music video.
And we're real good friends with Arsenal the Rebel. So he's from Jersey, but he lives here. So we have him come through. The thing about it is, like, we don't know until like we're tagged and other people tell us, because when they come in, like, we let them immerse themselves, so we don't get in nobody's business. Like, we treat everybody the same. And so we don't find out until later on.
There's been a lot of celebrities in the studio, but we just let them do their thing, so we never pay attention too close to who comes in and what they're doing. A lot of people want their privacy. We close the door and they do the thing in the studio. We don't never find out till somebody calls us and say, "Hey, they were in the studio." And I'm like, I guess. We
really start taking their security really at heart when there were all the shootings that were going on in LA and stuff. And we just start making sure that we don't post anything when they're in the studio until after they've left and stuff like that. We're really big on the security and safety of the artists.
Yeah, we get a lot of music artists. So for some of those bigger artists, it's a closed set, so nobody can just walk in and walk out. We have the doors locked, and they definitely have the privacy to be safe and create how they need to.
Yeah, that I really like that you guys do that, because I personally feel like a lot of them just want that time to do what they need to do, and that could create a rush at y'all studio that y'all don't want either. So I love that you all do that. Real good, real smart. So what advice would you give to someone who is considering becoming a studio manager? Because everybody want to do what they see popping, and it's not always as easy as it looks. So what advice would you give someone who wants to do that?
Just business in general. If you're getting into, whether it be, owning a studio or, being a filmmaker, whatever it is, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Make sure it's not just a cash grab. You see the money in it, so you're going for it, because business is always up and down. As an entrepreneur, sometimes, things are all the way down. And, and things can be all the way up. It just depends on, the climate of, the economy, and there's a lot of other things. So just make sure this is what you want to do. Make sure you put your heart into it. Because if it's just a cash grab, there's plenty of other things to make money that's easier than running a film studio. You know, I love this. This is what I do. I wouldn't do anything else in the world other than this. If we didn't have business at all, I would still have this studio, still making movies and, you know, having a good time.
And just to piggyback after that, I would definitely say just keeping your community involved and just making sure that you're someone that's a reliable person. You know, when you're in business like that, people come and they expect a certain degree of, you know, just how you're supposed to treat them. So definitely your branding and just having your community behind your back.
Wonderful. That's true. The community, definitely, you got to keep them involved because they help protect you as well too.
They will.
And,
they will.
Yeah. And you know, advertise you.
Yeah, we tried to separate the two. So like earlier in the intro, and I said TividTV Studios and TIVID Technology. So the technology part is our platform, and the studios, of course, is a studio. And so we separated and we try to make a different Instagram. And you won't believe how many people like sent us stuff like, "Who is this?" You know, and it's like, okay, like they really care. So
yeah, community is everything. You know, even when it comes to, you know, our platform, it's online, but you know, the music community and the movie community, like that's who's going to keep you alive. You know, you have to be, you know, transparent with, you know, how you do your business and make sure that you're satisfying the community. Because that's, you know, that's who you got, you know?
For sure. And now that we're talking about network and TIVID technology, tell us about the network itself. I know you guys just launched like the music channel, and there's so many other things you can put your movies on there. Tell us all about that, because I know everybody wants to know, how can I get my movie on your network?
Yeah. So TividTV, the network, the platform, the streaming platform, came about in 2019. It came about because, like I said, I'm a filmmaker, and I had a few movies that I wanted to make money off of. They were just sitting around, and this is, you know, when I came up with this is pre-Tubi. You know, this is when, you know, the only outlet was probably Amazon Prime, and they wasn't giving up too much money. They wanted like 60% of what you brought in, and it was ridiculous, you know, back then. So there was really nowhere for me to, you know, distribute my movie and make good money. So I had to create my own, and that's how I developed TividTV. So it's a streaming platform where independents can make 100% of their royalties. You know, we have other options. We have an 80-20 split with a lot of people are comfortable with, since Tubi does that type of situation. But we have an option where, you know, you keep 100% of everything you bring in, because I feel like that's how it should be. You know, it's your product. You should be able to make 100% off what you do. So that's what TIVID is. You know, we have a lot of independent movies, shows, short films on the platform. We've got people from all over the place. We have where's the guy? Israel. We've got movies on there from Israel. So we have, you know, a worldwide viewership. You know, it's not just in the States or in the country. There's people from all over the world that have access to TividTV. And you know, like you said, we do have a new channel on there. It's TMC, which is TIVID Music Channel. We get a lot of love from the music community. So you know, we created that channel for them. It's a live channel that runs 24/7 every day. Music videos. So artists that put their music videos on there, and it's pretty much how like MTV used to be, where it's
I was just about to say,
where it's music videos all day. So we don't have Drake and Future and all these big names on here. We have, you know, Georgia's best, Texas best, Florida's best, and you know, there's good videos, good music on there, and it runs all the time. I think this is huge for the independent music community.
And it's exciting because, just like he said, we have like global visibility. So we, you know, will look and see people from Egypt, you know, like looking and stuff like that. And they have music too. So it's like we just encourage them to come over so that we can really just expose everybody. But that's literally all it is. It's exposure. Along with their videos being up. And for anybody that has a music video that would like to put it up on TMC channel, you text 21,000, text music, and then we'll get you up there in a day. But they get, you know, airtime 24 hours, 7 days a week for a month. And then we also do promo that they can have as well. And you know, we push them, and it's exciting. We've had so many people tell us like, oh, you should charge more, you should do more. And they say the same thing about like with TIVID, but that's not what we're here for. Like he said, like this is a passion of things. And, you know, the visibility, you win, we win, everybody wins.
Right, because the more that it's shown in Israel and Egypt and Africa, like you're getting that audience as well. So it's going to send more fans. Yeah, for sure. And then too, everyone wants a platform to put their things on. Everyone is on Tubi, everyone is on Amazon Prime. So it's great to have a different platform where you probably can get more attention. Yeah. You know, because it's not as big and as yet. I don't want to say it's not as big as yet. So I, you know, thank you all for that opportunity. I'm excited because I think it's so great. Like when you were talking about the music channel, I thought about Video Box. I don't know if you remember that.
That's exactly what we had in
mind.
So
you can wake up in the middle of the night and just
turn it on. And it's gonna get to the point where we can start incorporating hours. You know, we can do an R&B hour, or we can do an Afrobeats hour and stuff like that with the more people that come on. So I'm super excited to see it. I think with TIVID in general, especially for the movie population, is it's a tool. And if you learn how to use it, then it'll really work to your advantage, because you're not used to all these really big terms that some of these companies like Netflix and them are going to throw at you. And I always say, you know, if, say, for example, somebody out there, they already have a diehard solid following, you know, if you know that your people are going to purchase your product for $5.99, you put it on TIVID and get 100% of that versus going to Tubi and trying to see if they do it and just get pennies.
That's the thing that we try to teach people is, you know, a lot of folks think it's a better choice to go with some of these bigger companies because, you know, I think Tubi just put out that they have 72 million viewers a month. But the thing about it is they make it hard for you to get to that 72 million. You know, I know, I've got movies on Tubi. And I know people with movies on Tubi. And the thing is, yes, some people make money, but the majority of the people don't. You know, and what people don't understand is what we try to teach people at TIVID is after you make the movie and get distribution, that's the beginning. A lot of people look at it as that's the accomplishment, that's the end. But the thing is, that's where you begin. That's when you have to start curating a demographic. That's when you start trying to find a fan base and market to, you know, the type of people who watch your type of films. And that's what we try to tell people. Because if you put, you know, just like, you know, you can put a movie on Netflix, but if you don't promote it, or if Netflix doesn't promote it, nobody's going to see it. And that's the same thing. That's the same thing that happens on TIVID. You know, we get some people upset because they put a movie on TIVID and it doesn't get any sales. Well, what type of advertising, what type of marketing did you do? You can't tell me that you just put it on your Facebook and Instagram, because how that works is you're only telling the, you know, 500 people that you know about it, the people that already know. So it's not going anywhere. You have to market. You have to put money behind it. You have to have, you know, like some type of money behind it to get the word out, because, you know, you can make the best movie in the world, but if you don't have any marketing dollars behind it, it doesn't even matter. You know, and it goes the same way, vice versa. You can make the worst movie in the world, but have so much money in marketing, and that thing will blow up. It will go viral. You know, and that's just how this game works. It's the movie business, but at the end of the day, it's marketing business. It's advertising. That's what it is. You know, and that's what we try to teach people. You know, when we send our welcome letter, we let them know, if you just leave it there and don't tell anybody, nobody's going to rent it. Nobody's going to buy it. and you're going to be upset in 3 months when I send you, you know, how much money you've made. And it's a learning experience. You know, it's not anything to shame anybody, because a lot of people don't know. You know, most of these filmmakers, they're artists, and they just want, you know, they want to make pretty pictures, and that's it. But you have to be, you either have to have a team, or you have to, you know, educate yourself on marketing and how to market films. And that's what we feel like, you know, what we're trying to do with the people that come over to TividTV is just inform them, you know, on the movie business and how it works.
And the people that we have on right now, like, you know, or the people that are going to be coming on, like, you literally can sit down and talk to us like whenever, you know, because there are some people that just don't know what they don't know, and that's fine. But our background is in marketing too, and we're really good at that. Look at our brand. Everything is organic. We haven't spent a marketing dollar yet, you know, and we pull up, you know, our SEO goes crazy. So it's like we're really practicing what we preach. So we have a lot of, you know, insightful information and things that we can do and tips that we can do. And being a part of TIVID, you know, you have that accessibility to us.
And that's a big plus, because like you said, the marketing is where everyone doesn't realize the real business, the real work goes into play. So I love that you guys offer that as well once they, you know, share their movie or music on the platform, because that's a little part that we always forget about.
Yeah, and it's not to say anybody's at fault either. We're here around these huge film schools, and we found out that they don't teach them
the film schools don't, you know, they might teach a month of marketing, but that's it. That's literally your whole brand is based off of marketing. You know, you might think it's the fancy cameras and the fancy actors, but I guarantee you right now, I can have the best cameras and I can pay Denzel, and if I don't put any marketing behind it, it won't make any money. You know, and that's just how, you know, that's economics.
And so with that being said, do you feel like school is, I mean, if anybody's watching this and you're a teacher in the film schools, don't feel any type of way. But a lot of filmmakers that I have made said they're self-taught. So do you feel like going to school is necessary?
I wouldn't say, I mean, it just depends, like, on your necessary, because everybody has a different necessary. So I'm self-taught as well. Okay. But I think film school is essential for networking. It's essential. You're going to get a lot more out of school than just learning how to work a camera or learning, you know, those type of things. You know, sometimes it's essential to learn what an AD does, or, you know, what a DP is supposed to do, or the, you know, the second AD, and just learn how to conduct yourself in those settings, because being a director or, you know, being a camera op, that's not everything. There's 500 more people that make this movie possible, and you don't know what position is right for you until you explore those positions. And you know, if you're self-taught most of the time, then you're the director, you're the camera op, you're everything. But you know, it's when you know, say, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to be an AD, you know, in school, they give you the opportunities to play that role. And you might be like, hey, this is more a line of, you know, what I want to do, rather than actually, you know, being the director. You know, everybody wants to be the director, but the thing about the director is, I kind of feel like it's not something that you can teach. You have to see things a certain way, and everybody doesn't see things that way. You know, everybody's not Scorsese. You know, everybody doesn't, you know, see that way. You know, you might be able to understand the camera and the movement and things like that. So, okay, be a camera op. You might see lighting and say, you know what, I think, okay, so be gaff, you know. So it's good. School is good to explore those different options. And I think you get a lot, you get a lot out of it. School is very expensive, but the networking sometimes could be priceless. You know, you can meet somebody that might be able to put you in a position of a lifetime. You just never know. You know, some of these schools out here, you know, they got some good people working inside of them.
It's funny that you said that with the two perspectives, because I go to school now, so I'm a full student now. And I'm taking digital cinematography. And it's not to say that, you know, I can't learn from my husband, because I learned so much from him, but our goals are different. I'm going because I know that I can do a lot with the business end. And so now I want to bring something to the table to meet him, you know. And so with me being able to understand, okay, why is he shooting like this? Why does he need this type of lighting? Why does he need this type of lens? Now I'll be able to understand the majority of the logistics behind the reasoning and purpose of it. And I'm a person that likes a lot of theory. So I like to know what's the basis behind stuff. So the psychology of it is why I'm really going for school. So just like you said, it just depends on what your goals are.
And I like that you mentioned that, only because I've been on a few sets and I look at the screen and I hear the director say cut, and I'll be like, that was good. But like he said, everyone doesn't have the eyes. So there's things that they see and I'm like, but I thought I was real good. But it's not as we think. So I know I can be a director.
Let me tell you something. I can't wait to graduate and be able to put in everything that I can, because we about to create a freaking block.
Crazy. You about to go crazy.
Yes.
So I have 2 more questions for you guys. Then it's going to be game time. So excited. I love my game time. So do you all franchise your TividTV? Would you do that in the future?
So yeah, we're definitely franchising. We're in the process of franchising in Austin, Texas. That's going to be a big one. There's a lot of, you got South by Southwest. You got a lot of film-related things going on in Austin, Texas. So that's going to be a big one. We got one coming to our hometown, which is Indianapolis, Indiana. And then we're working on one in Tampa, Florida. So yeah, we're franchising. You know, it's not an easy business. Like I said, no business is easy, but I mean, it's fun and it's rewarding.
Yes. I think we get to be in a type of situation where we get to learn all the ins and outs, so that the next person is well prepared for everything. So I'm excited for you to put one out there.
I want to, but my city is, I'm afraid. I'm not gonna lie.
We could test the waters. We could do like some market testing to see if it would work or not.
Yeah. And I think it will be good because there's none nearby. Like where I'm at, they'll have to go to like Fort Lauderdale, Miami, or to Orlando. So having it there is, I just don't want it to flop.
Yeah.
That's my biggest, putting in all that work. And so
I think the thing with bring me a stitch of cord. I think with the thing about anything flopping in business is like nothing. It's up to you whether something is going to succeed or not. Like I said, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. It's like when you're down, you have to make sure that that's when you stay grounded and solid and understand your goals. And there's going to be ups and downs, and every day is not going to be a win. But that's just that's life. You gotta take the good with the bad.
That's true. That is so true. And now the question that I've been waiting to ask, that I know everybody out here in social media world and just the network world wants to know: how do I get my film on TividTV?
It's easy. Just
we're everywhere.
Yeah, just go to TividTV.com. That's easy.
TividTV.com is where you can sign up. You can learn all types of information. We have facts and everything. We're on every social media is at TividTV if you want to ask for additional information beforehand, but it's super simple.
Yeah, you can always DM us, contact us with TividTV.com if you want to, put your movie on TividTV. You can download, the app on iOS, Android, Roku. We're coming to the other platforms as well. It's free to download, and you can, watch the content that we have on there now. We've got people from everywhere, filmmakers from everywhere.
Mm-hmm. One thing I do like with your platform, and I'm not knocking any other platforms, it's really clean to me. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that I like. I don't know if you guys just don't accept certain things, or like, how are you with that? As far as
I'm not, we're not picky when it comes to, we don't pick it off. Whoever, if you send me a project, I'm going to put it on there. I don't care what kind of camera you use. I don't care who you are, because my thing is,
I'm about to make one with my iPhone.
I'm, if some kid that aspires to be a filmmaker sends me his project that he made on his cell phone, I'm not going to say, no, it's not good enough, you can't be on here. That's not my position in this world. If you want, to go on a platform where everything is perfect, then go to Netflix. Don't come to TIVID. TIVID is a learning place. TIVID is, a place where you can discover, new good content. And just different things. You're not going to get, the regular stuff that you get on Tubi or Hulu or anything like that. We're truly a genuine place, and we don't turn anybody down. That's just not our thing.
It's game time.
Yes. It is game time, but before we start the game, I just want to say thank you all so much for being a part of the Corey Love Show. I really get excited when individuals join my show, and so because people get to know you, your people get to know me, and we're pretty much networking and supporting one another. So thank y'all so much for that. If you guys aren't already following, make sure you follow TividTV on Instagram and go to TividTV.com. Download the app TividTV so that you can see all type of films and your music videos 24 hours a day.
And soon we're gonna have the Corey Love Show on there too. So
yes, I can't wait.
To TividTV.
I'm excited. I'm excited about that. So
we are too.
It's game time. You ready?
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna do this or that. So I'm gonna say two words, like maybe ice cream and chicken. You'll say ice cream or chicken, whichever one you prefer. And it gets fun because it gets interesting. Ready?
Yeah.
So should we do our answer together or separate?
Separate.
Okay.
Because she might like what and you don't like it or something like that. So that makes it funny because she gonna look at you like, I didn't know you like that.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
VH1 or BET?
BET.
Star Trek or Lord of the Rings?
Star Trek.
Lord of the Rings.
Idris or Denzel?
Denzel.
Shazam or Batman?
Shazam.
Yeah. Batman.
What?
Old Batman, not the new Batman.
I know, right?
Batman.
Yeah. Definitely the old one. Taraji or Regina Hall?
Ooh, Regina.
Regina.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Family Matters or Cosby Show?
Cosby Show.
Family Matters. I watch them.
It was hard for me because I kind of like both. A Different World or in Living Single? It's Living Single.
Different World.
Different World.
What did you say, Mckenzy?
I said Different World. I really didn't watch either. So.
Oh, okay. Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Neither. I guess Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Sheesh, Christmas.
No. Reality show or TV series?
Series.
All My Children or General Hospital?
Well, I didn't watch either.
Yeah, I didn't watch soap operas.
Y'all didn't watch soap operas with y'all grandma?
No.
Nah.
Oh, wow.
It was too boring back then for me.
It's like the reality show took over stories now. Powers of X-Men Wolverine or Powers of the Green Lantern?
X-Men Wolverine for me. I don't even remember what Green Lantern powers had.
Yeah,
He got like a little ring or something.
yeah, I'm gonna go with X-Men.
Yeah, I'm gonna tear some stuff up.
Broadway or Hollywood?
Hollywood.
Hollywood?
I'm gonna go with Broadway.
Harry Potter or Twilight?
Harry Potter.
Potter.
Okay. The books or the movies?
Both.
Both.
The movies.
Okay, cool. Now this is old. I might be showing my age, but Murder, She Wrote or Matlock?
Matlock.
Matlock.
Oprah or Arsenio Hall?
Arsenio.
Hall.
That was funny. I like that. It's so great that we have different opinions and stuff. So that is this or that movie edition or film edition, whatever you want to call it. So I always have so much fun doing that because we get to learn, oh, you like Batman. She likes Shazam. Different things like that. So that was fun. So let's tell the people one more time again where they can find you. You can do it.
So you can find us across all platforms from TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere. If you're not sure, just go to Google, type in TividTV. We're on Android device. We're on iOS. We're on Roku. We're on the web. You can go to TIVID.tv, TIVID.tv.
Okay.
Everywhere. Just type in wherever you at. Just stop there and type in TIVID TV, and we're gonna pop up.
In all aspects.
If you are a filmmaker or aspiring filmmaker, we are here for you. It doesn't matter if you're stuck or whatever. You can hit us up and you can ask us for advice. TIVID TV was made for you in mind.
I like that. Yes. Thank you guys so much again. And I'm your girl, Corey Love. I am here on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find this interview on YouTube, my YouTube, The Corey Love Show, the Redfin TV Network, and soon on TIVID TV Network. So definitely. I'm excited about that. Make sure you follow us all and stay in touch. So as always, guidance, lessons, and love. Good night.
Good night. Thank you for having us, Corey.
You're welcome.
You look bad at all. You look hot. I'll get today. Woo! Now you look bad at all, girl. You look bad. Come, don't be going. Look bad at all. You look bad at all.